confusing me.
Hey guys,
What's up, guys?
Champ Up Chat, episode number 2.
Yes.
Ooh, I forgot to tag
Coming
myself.
to you from Sparta, New Jersey.
So,
From the lake, actually.
From the lake.
From the lake. If you guys can see the lake, give you guys a little view.
All right, let's get down to business, Hans.
Yeah, all right.
So basically, you put up a post asking what is like the best lesson you learned from your career, and we got some really good feedback, which actually maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. But I asked you recently, like, what have you learned from your career as a fighter based off of some conversations we had? So why don't you start off by, hi Jenny.
Hey, Jen.
Why don't you start off by telling us some of the good that you've used from the fighter's mindset, your career as being a fighter?
So I would say, through the years of fighting, you definitely develop, this mental or this stoic attitude, right? Of being able to brush everything off and keep this sense of calmness and relaxation through, especially being obviously in the ring, but also in other aspects of your life, where you try to, you tend to hide, right? You hide.
Well, let's not actually, I don't want to go there yet, because
Okay.
that's going to maybe play into the other side of it. So,
Okay.
but tell us more about some of the things that you were able to do with the fighter's mindset outside of the ring, like in your spirit, not
Okay,
about
so,
the hiding.
I mean, obviously in life, when you're hit with, these setbacks and challenges, you're able to bounce things off of you, and say, all right, I can handle this. I'm the fighter. I'm the tough guy. I can work my way through these situations and not show emotion, right? And again, have this attitude of I can handle it all.
And
right?
also, I would say, like, going after things that a lot of people wouldn't go after because maybe they're just don't think that they have it in them. But
Right. Oh, you
being
definitely
in the ring and going through wars, like, you might go after something that just doesn't seem that difficult or challenging when you've already been through so much.
Right,
Right.
absolutely. You definitely have this sense of confidence and self-esteem and your ego. Your ego is not necessarily inflamed, but you have a strong ego where you feel like you can accomplish anything, and that's the reason why fighters step in the ring, because they feel like they don't step in the ring thinking that they're going to lose. They step in the ring hoping, and not hoping, but knowing that they've put in the work and they have the ability to win and accomplish the goals and their dreams. And yeah, that's hey Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. Hey, Tajinder.
Yeah.
So, all right. So those are all the, like, pluses of being a fighter. Now, I've never heard you really talk about any downside of the fighter's mindset until more recently. So tell us a little bit about what you've come to realize about that.
Well, yeah, more recently, and even, through owning a gym for almost 10 years, like, what you realize is, like, what you do as a fighter when you push all these feelings down and try to suppress and hide these emotions that could potentially get you in trouble in the ring. When it comes to normal life, running a gym, being a family man, being a dad, like, now, trying to bring these emotions up and feeling the urge to want to talk about them, there's some resistance and hesitance, because again, you spent so many years pushing down these emotions and even some of these thoughts that you didn't want them to compromise your effectiveness as you were in combat. But again, now those habits, right, haven't necessarily paid off over the years, being again a business owner, even a husband or a father, and it takes some self-discovery to dig deep and start to, again, reconfigure, or what we call reforming. What we're teaching our men in our group is reforming our habits so that we can dig deep and have that introspection and appreciate and embrace self-discovery.
Right. So basically, what you're saying is like, just taking it back a step, pushing down painful feelings, painful experiences.
Trauma,
You do
yes.
that because you don't want to show, like in the ring, you don't want to show your fear or your pain if you get hurt with a shot. So now you're doing that in life, and basically at one point or another, it's going to come out to get you. It's not going to just go away. It's going to resurface in other ways, and that's going to form your habits and different things that you've been putting out, basically, or how you communicate,
Or lack of communication
right.
sometimes, or even the lack of asking for help. You
Yeah.
know, as a fighter, you have coaches and you have teammates, but the last thing you want, in the ring as a fighter, you don't want to show or give off the energy that you need help.
True.
You want to show that you can handle it all, no matter what the pressures are or what the struggles are in the ring. You can handle it. But when it comes to having that fighter's mindset outside of the ring, help, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. We all need help. We all need coaches. We all need mentors. We all need guides. We all need teachers. So yeah, that has definitely been part of the challenge of figuring out how to really, balance that fighter's mindset in, from the ring, or take that fighter's mindset from the ring and make it work for you in everyday life.
Nice. I mean, I know we've been talking a lot like about triggers, and you really can't figure out your triggers and why you behave a certain way or react a certain way until you really start getting introspective and understanding why you are being sent into this loop, whether it's habits that you're trying to change. Like, it's very hard to be able to do that without becoming self-aware. So I appreciate the work you're doing to uncover some of that push down junk that you need to release, or that you have been releasing.
And I appreciate you being aware of that. And it's that thought of getting out of your comfort zone, right? For a long time I was comfortable living this fighter's, lifestyle, but now I'm not going to forget about that fighter's lifestyle, because that's what made me the man I am today, the husband, the father, and, the coach. But I want to learn how to put myself in this uncomfortable position of growing and evolving, from being just a fighter to a leader and a coach now.
I like that.
Yes.
And I think, actually, just really quick to touch on this, like, I feel this type of mindset is not just prevalent like in fighters, but this is probably true of, military people or police officers or other people that have to, like, that are in high pressure situations where they have to push down their fear and suppress it in order to be able to come out of the situation safely or on top. I'm sure there's plenty of other things that I'm not thinking of right now that are kind of those type of jobs. But that's why it was interesting to learn today from that post, like, what people's biggest lessons were from their careers and stuff. So
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks to everybody that chimed in on that post.
yeah.
If you haven't already, fellas, if you haven't already gone to the Champ Up Men group on Facebook, definitely head over there and sign up, and let's get you guys back in the fight of life.
Yeah, it's our free group, and it's for men at this point, but
Yeah.
a lot of trainings in there and things that we're going to be adding to there, like mindset stuff, and a lot of mobility and nutrition stuff is coming soon. So definitely head over there, and there'll be more stuff coming up in there.
Champ Up.
Thanks for hanging out with us.